All right, we're actually talking after Tuesday's practice, so I guess just maybe first and foremost, how did today go?
Today was great. We got a serve and pass session in this morning, focused there with the kids, and we're able to get a good 2-hour practice today, touch on some more serve and passing, some offense, and play some sixes. So I thought the girls were focused, and I think they're starting to get excited for Friday.
Overall, how is this group in terms of practice? Are they a good practice team?
Yeah, these girls, we've got veteran players on this team. We're kind of a mix of old and young and middle, and so I think it's a good experienced squad that know how to come in and prepare for practice, and so their focus is pretty high, and they get after it.
I wanted to ask you, now that it's been a couple of days since Saturday's sweep of UVU, what were your overall impressions of that match?
Loved playing UVU. I thought they played great. They gave us everything we were looking to do as far as tough serving, good block. They all blocked us. They were great defensively and scrappy, and so they really put pressure on us. We were able to see some things we want to look at as far as our lineups go and some certain players and plugging them in different areas, and the crowd was fantastic. We're so grateful the community came out to see 2018 Cougars, and so real excited to open up next weekend, but excited to play on the road at Duke.
You mentioned that you got everything out of that match that you wanted to, and I know it was a match that took the place of the blue-white.
Yep.
Is that something? Did you like it enough that may be the way you go moving forward?
It is going to be a year-to-year thing. It does take a date, a contest, and
right.
So it takes away an opportunity to play a match, and so that's something that's going to be looked at per our schedule each year. So I'm not quite sure if we're going to do it next year.
Yeah.
We'll know in a couple months if we're going to do it, but I definitely liked it and appreciate Sam and his squad coming into our gym.
Well, you've referenced Duke a couple of times.
Yeah.
Let's talk
It's
about
on my mind.
That's what you want to talk about. What is your overall impression of the team that you'll face this weekend?
Gosh, we don't know much about them. They graduated quite a bit. They've got some new players, some transfers, so not super familiar with them. So we're actually excited to play kind of an unknown team and focus on ourselves for the first match, and then we'll have some information from that match on Friday to help us with Saturday's match. But we're looking forward to playing against another team and seeing how our skills can come out under competition, under pressure. And I know they're just a great, well-coached team. They do a good job there, Jolene does, and so they're going to be able to serve tough and attack and put up a block, and they're going to be really ready for us.
I would imagine, as a coach, probably looking forward to taking, especially right out of the gate, going on the road and getting that early test.
Yeah, we scheduled specifically for certain tests and certain reasons that our team knows about, and Duke is a big reason. We scheduled them to play them twice at their place, and they're going to challenge us right from the get-go, and we're going to have to figure out some things pretty quickly.
I wanted to ask you specifically about Heather Knighting.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with her on Saturday. I've been impressed just watching her during practices. What does she add to this group?
Heather is a physical beast. She's tall, she jumps well, she's a heavy arm, she moves well left to right, and then she's got a great personality. The girls love playing with her. She's happy for herself to do well and happy for her teammates. She just has this infectious energy about her. She's got this young, naive kind of personality as well, where she just wants to keep getting better and wants to add where she can, and so she's stepped right in, and she's doing awesome.
What was her recruiting story? I mean, how were you?
Yeah, she's recruited by everybody, and she wanted to be a BYU Cougar, so we're grateful for her wanting to come here, and her dad, she's got ties to BYU. Her dad coached basketball here and played here, so it's a family tradition. She's here. We're excited to have her here. We have high hopes for her, but she knows she's just got to keep working hard, and we'll see how well she can do this year.
How many times thus far has someone yelled Heather and both of you have turned around?
I'm not too bummed about it because I love Heath, but
yeah.
It's definitely tripping me out. So they still haven't come up with a nickname for her, and I'm not getting a nickname, so I don't know what we're going to do, but quite a bit.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. Good luck at
Appreciate
Duke.
it. Thanks.